Good morning and happy birthday to you. Yep, I know it's not really your birthday unless you happen to be the two people on my list. Hey, but if it is your really birthday and I'm not shouting out to you, let us know. Say, yes, it's my birthday today. That'd be great. And if I do mention your name in any one of my birthday shout-outs, then please do tell us about your business. I've not had many people take me up on that offer yet and tell us how we can spend money with you. Yes, happy birthday. It is the first day of the rest of your life, and welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. I haven't quite managed to nail that yet, have I? Every day is your birthday. Why wait to start living a life you love? Why not start today? Why wait until the new year, which is coming up soon? 2 weeks today, it'll be 2021. How amazing is that going to be? 2020 will be behind us, and we'll be moving forward to the future. The year of enlightenment has happened. No, the year of waking up has happened, and the year of enlightenment is ahead of us. That's what I was going to say on that point. Cool. Anyway, happy Monday. How are you doing today? It is raining, just only drizzling though. It's not too windy, luckily. So we're all good. We're all good at the moment. Okay, the topic of the day: love is not. This comes back to what I was trying to do on Saturday. Any regular observers will notice that on Saturday we had a bit of a problem with the rain and I had to go and run over there, and there was a couple of ladies over there, and it was all just a bit of a mess, and I couldn't get my focus on at all. And there was loads of happy birthdays for the Saturday and Sunday, but weirdly today we just have two, and I don't particularly know either of them that well either. So Claire Burks, who is in Cheltenham, happy birthday to you. I don't know you that well, but you look amazing, and I'd love to get to know you better. So there you go. Morning, Mick, how you doing? Yes, because XRAF, very exciting, very interesting. That's all very good. And Angela Bogard. Yes, I'm not sure where I know you from. You're from Thame. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Well, I think I know you from some events I went to back in the day. Oh, Manoj. Hello, Manoj. Haven't seen you for ages on here. Welcome to Nepal. Welcome to rainy England. Oh, by the way, I do keep on try to have this little slide in the background here as an indicator of how we should make our lives more playful. That's kind of part of what we do here, on making life more enjoyable and helping you to live a life you love. So, love is not. Yeah, so this continues on from Saturday, where I was talking about unconditional love, part one, I'm not sure where. Probably going to come back to this again because I haven't finished the chapter on this section. But in the Loveability book, link in the description, he talks about how love is not an act, love is not a bargain, love is not idolatry, love is not special, and love is not selfish. And those are the sort of 5 points that he makes in the book there, and they're all good. And it constantly, as I'm reading it, I'm constantly reminding myself of those little cartoons they used to have. Excited, Manoj, not existed. That's the word you're looking for. Excited. I think that's what you're saying anyway. Unless you mean existed. Maybe you mean existed, but they are... No, I don't know. Anyway, we need to... have a conversation about that, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, so the little cartoons in England, I'm not sure if they're anybody else in the world, but they were little Love Is cartoons. I'm sure you can Google Love Is cartoon, and you'll find hundreds of them. It's all like this little cartoony couple, where they're constantly saying this is what love is between a beautiful couple and all this kind of stuff. But it kept reminding me of that. But of course, what he's talking about is a love is not kind of concept on here as well. But it does lead you into what love is when you start thinking about what love should not be. Remember, shoulds. I've talked about this in the past. Replace your shoulds with can choose tos. Shoulds are just other people's opinions that are implanted into your head. Whether or not you do them or not is up to you, so you can choose to. So when you start finding yourself saying I should, change it to I can choose to, or I can choose not to, and then give yourself back the power of deciding what you want to do and what you don't want to do, instead of having other people telling you what you should and shouldn't do. So love is not an act. 5 is 6, isn't it? Is that 5? No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. Morning, Latif as well. 5. Love is not an act, so you don't have to put on an act to make somebody love you. You don't have to pretend to be something in order to get somebody to love you, because eventually they'll see through the cracks. They'll get to see the behind-the-scenes footage, and they may not like what they see, and they'll say, "Why don't you go back to being the person I fell in love with?" How many times have we heard that conversation? Well, yeah, because the person you fell in love with was a face and a front and a mask. It wasn't the real you. Once you got past the mask and got into the real you, you go, oh, this isn't the person I fell in love with. So why not be that person in the first place and allow somebody to fall in love with that? I was taught something by a guy called Matt Hussey, who women will probably know, because he now has a show in America called Get the Guy. So he now teaches women how to get men. And the technique he taught me for helping women to fall in love with you, which I've never been very good at this, by the way, is to put up so you're a genuinely good, nice, decent guy, but the women are looking for this kind of edgy, exciting, interesting guy. So you can be an interesting, exciting, edgy guy on the first surface and get the girls excited and interested in you. And then when they get to know the real you, they find out the real you is actually a really nice, warm-hearted, kind, loving guy, which is actually what they really wanted to turn you into in the first place. They go, oh, here's a guy I want to change and turn into a nice, warm, loving guy. But of course, the guys who are really naturally like that never turn into a nice, warm, turning guy. But you, as a nice, warm, caring guy, can put on a front, and then the women can find the love inside. But however, there is a danger still there, of course, is that they fell in love with the edgy, dangerous guy, and they didn't want the kind, warm-hearted guy underneath the surface. So, bit of a dilemma there. However, love is not a bargain. Moving on. So you don't have to bargain. You don't have to say, if I do this for you, then you will love me back. If you do this for me, then I will love you back. And all that kind of stuff. That's not necessary. That's not required. Love should just be love, regardless of whether or not there should be unconditional. It should be a non-transactional part to the love there, which I love. This is kind of cool. So that's good. Love is not idolatry. This is something I definitely do. I see somebody who I like and kind of fall in love with, and I do that a lot. It's a bit of a problem of mine, and then I kind of want them to love me back. So I'm looking at them as this angel, this princess, this beauty, this fantastic person, this imagination of this amazing thing, amazing person, and I want them to love me back. So they become this pedestal, putting somebody on a pedestal. We've heard that story before, haven't we? That's not good. That's not helpful. You need to be looking at each other as equals. You need to be growing together. You need to be building a life together and growing together, and creating love together. There you go. Love is not special. I can't remember what this actually was about, but I think this was about only doing love in certain circumstances, in certain situations. So it's like, this is when I show my love, that kind of stuff. It's like I go out for date nights, and that's when I show my love. Somebody else talks about, I think it's Brendan Bouchard talks about how when you first start dating somebody, you're all like really paying attention and loving them and spending lots of time trying to think about what they could love and everything. And then when you get into a relationship later on, you kind of lose that excitement and interest, and you kind of just go through the everyday thing. It's like pizza night and whatever, and we're having lunch and we're doing the kids and going to school and that kind of stuff. And you lose that. How can I make this person think I'm special? How can I do the stuff that this person really wants? And how can I show my love to this person like I did when I was first dating them? So, bring that first dating thing back in again and see how it changes your relationships. So, yeah, it's kind of a cool one, that. And love is not selfish. So, again, I can't quite remember the details. This is why I think I'm going to have to come back to this one. But I think we can all recognise when you are being selfish about your life and not giving to the other person, not giving yourself, your time, your knowledge to the other person, and you're being contained. I'm not sure the detail on that one. I'll have to go back and look at the book, but I like the concept of it. So maybe that'll be a topic we'll expand on a little bit more tomorrow. I'm running out of time already. And the other thing that I was going to talk about on Saturday, which I never quite kind of conveyed beautifully, is when you're in a relationship, quite often the other person will trigger you, and they'll trigger your habits, and they'll trigger your automated responses to certain situations. And obviously there's you can just choose not to, but it's not always quite so easy to choose not to respond like that. So this is the John Assaraf 5 R's thing that we talked about on Saturday, which is recognise that you've had an emotional reaction to something, respond to it in a positive way. So rather than reacting automatically, recognise the response that you're having, recognise that feeling inside you and feeling that, and respond in a way that is helpful and building and useful and so forth. Then reframe the reaction and think of it and the thing that the other person said. I'm running out of time too much here. I'm going to have to do this topic again tomorrow. There's definitely going to be a topic tomorrow, I think. And then retrain your brain to react in a different way in the future so that you don't do the same mistakes again. Right, that's all from me. Love you all. That's the end of my 10 minutes. Mwah. Sending you all love on this lovely Monday morning, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully with a bit more of that, what we just talked about. It's kind of tricky to skip into 10 minutes every time. Take care, guys. Bye for now.